Hey traders, welcome to the full market analysis for the 12th of May. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're having a great Monday. We did see markets really quiet this morning. Then suddenly China and the USA have agreed tariff reductions. And so the dollar has rallied, or did rally this morning. Now it's settled down a bit. I'll go over the full market analysis in the next few minutes. But the gold on steroids, just a reminder, what you're looking for is the price to bounce off of demand. As we saw this morning, or this afternoon really, it had a move down on the news and the dollar rallied, and then the price reversed, and that's what you're looking for. An outside bar is really important, and then once you get that going, dial down, look for MACD divergence, or divergence, not MACD divergence, it's divergence, positive divergence of the green line on demand. And then you're looking for your buy signal on your gold on steroid software. Look for volume to go above the 50 in this instance. Look at that there. Beautiful trade. So if you traded it, congratulations. If you have the gold on steroid software, just trade it. When everything goes green, there's your 308 pips profit there. Take it off the table now because we have another position setting up really nicely. So what's happening now as we look at the markets live at just coming up to 3 p.m. GMT in the UK time, we can see that the price is moving into a trend line resistance area. No convergence as such, but any kind of pullback is going to be then heading for, guess what, 32.13, 32.14, somewhere like that. And the price is probably going to bounce then again and move back up to 32.59. So congratulations if you traded that, as everything went green. Now waiting for everything to turn red again. No outside bar to talk about and no convergence, so we just have to wait and see where this goes now. Let's have a look at the long-term chart. So this is the advanced pro charts from the daily and the 4-hour, and we can see that the pullback into 32.20 has been rejected, now 32.45. So we do expect the price to actually start to break back up again in the next few days possibly. We've got a lovely outside bar on the left, have you noticed that, on the daily chart, converging with the uptrend here as well. So we could find that the dollar weakens into the next few days. Depends really what happens with the tariffs, but a further upside momentum is likely in the next few days, but not very clear on this at all. Let's go into the DXY, see what's going on. We know what's going on. Hit our target for the week already, 101.27, and based upon the news out from the USA. So we do have, let's have a look at the daily in this. It's rare we look at the daily during the week, but I think it's worth a look here. You can see that if it holds above 101.27, 101.56, then of course we are expecting the price to go up to 103.32 as mentioned in the weekly Forex forecast. However, if it doesn't hold, then we see a continuation downtrend here down to 97.88. So you need to wait really to see what's going on here before we actually action any trades on the US dollar. Strong dollar is the order of the day. Further upside is highly likely. Weakness in the yen futures overnight. So what this means is this hit our weekly Forex forecast target, 68.21. And again, this is a pivotal area into convergence here into this strong support line, 68.21, 67.86 at the moment. Will it hold? Possibly, but we can see a really lovely demand area here at 67.15. so the yen futures has to decide where it goes next, and we're going to have to wait probably 24 hours before we actually see any confirmation. The Swiss franc futures, let's go into the 4-hour, that's easier. The Swiss franc futures, we can see downward trend, slippery slope downwards. We do expect this further weakness, and so therefore you should be buying pound Swiss, Canadian Swiss, Euro Swiss, all of those will be going up nicely. S&P 500, congratulations if you traded it last week. And we don't see actually a significant pullback now, so we do need to see that. Hit our weekly target 5754. And the price is probably heading for 61.21. So that's our target. But we do need to see a pullback, don't we, to get a significant area of confluence or a support line at some stage. We're not seeing it yet. FTSE 100 is moving up 87.19, 88.83. Now it's broken upwards. Lovely green, everything green. So 87.19, 88.83 are the targets. Similar situation for the Hang Seng. 23.057 has been hit. 23.779 is the next target, probably in the next few hours. Once we get to that target, we are looking for a significant pullback at some stage. Aussie 200 index, I mentioned this last week in the VIP room. If you're in it, congratulations. We can see a beautiful position down into demand area, and also the price cycles, very lovely indeed. And further upside to 83.78 is the target, giving us 236 points. No pullback on the DAX, German DAX, any significant pullback anyway, so we won't be trading this anytime soon. But we can see that the price is in an uptrend. Of course, the Dow Jones rallied today based upon the news on the tariffs. And so we didn't get the pullback that we hoped for, down to 48.60. So that's off the table for the moment. It may come back, but the target now is 42.683. Nasdaq's rallied, of course, hit our target from last week, 2,000 points. Thank you very much. Now 20,116 been hit. Wait for a pullback. Just flicking around, just flicking around. Oil heading for, if you're trading oil, this is going up to $64.79. Gold, as mentioned, for the long term, hit the target 32.20, bounced off that 32.40 now. And if this is going to go up significantly, it does need to break this trend line and then move up to further resistance at the higher level. Euro-dollar is to the downside now, and as you can see, this is parabolic to the downside because of the stronger dollar based upon this morning's news. So just wait for a pullback. You're going to see a pullback back up to this kind of area in the next few hours, next 24 hours or so, and then we'll be looking to enter a position at this level and then go down if the dollar stays strong. Similar situation for the pound USD. So there's a resistance area here, and we can see that here. So any kind of pullback in the next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to see a further decline if the dollar remains strong. That's the correlation. US Swiss, I mentioned this last week. If you got into that position on demand, don't ignore these demand areas, please. If you've got the advanced pro charts, just get in. Don't even hesitate. A lovely move there, and you see this very, very often. So please don't ignore it. That's why you've got the advanced pro charts. The advanced pro charts are magic. US Canadian to the upside, as you can see, based upon a dollar really of this morning. US Swiss to the upside. It didn't quite pull back into the demand area the second time, did it? Which was a shame. But you can buy it on the green when everything goes green. It's hit the target for 147.65. So I'm likely going to see some kind of breakdown in the next few hours. So something like this into this area, and then another move much higher. So we'll be looking for that in the next few days. Euro Aussie to the downside, as you can see, a lovely pullback into demand. Didn't pull back twice. That's quite common. So further downside momentum is likely down to 170.77. If you're not in it already on the initial one, don't worry. The price cycle tools will tell you when to get in. So just wait for the price to come back up. Again, patience, discipline, all that kind of thing is going to help you become very, very successful in the long term, not just for Christmas, but for life. Pound, I don't like that. So I'm just flicking through, see if there's any significant pullbacks that could be helpful. New Zealand Canadian, I mentioned this last week. This is not a particularly attractive trade, but we did have a change of character and a pullback into the fibs. But look at the trend here. This is down, down, down. So you're going against the tide a little bit, but here you go. Aussie Canadian into demand area here. See that? That's what you're looking for. Target 90.20. Euro Aussie is Euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand straight back up into the 618. But this is the important bit here. This is the convergence. Notice how the 618 retracement within the downtrend is highly significant. And again, look for your price cycle tools. These are absolutely amazing. So please don't ignore those, because they're the trades you want to get in, because they're the big moves. Now we don't know how far it's going to go. 187.50 is our target, and that'll give us 347 pips. Thank you very much, with a massive 5.5 risk to reward. So that is highly, highly significant, and that will make sure that you're highly successful. Now, let's have a look at the price cycle. So the price cycle is moving into oversold territory, but that doesn't mean to say that it's an exit strategy. It could be in the next few days, because there is a support line here. And so we may look at exiting this trade in the next 24 hours or so if prices are not reaching our target. Congratulations if you traded the pound New Zealand. Nothing going on here now. We had a big move here on the break of there, and look at the uptrend into demand. That's the beautiful thing about the Advanced Pro charts. Aussie New Zealand hit target. Congratulations, 108.85 into demand, into the trend line. Beautiful pattern, and of course price cycle. New Zealand Swiss hit target 49.67. Aussie Swiss continuing upwards. Canadian Swiss hit target, could have had more. Pound Swiss hit target, could have had more. Now the yens have come too far now, so they're reaching the 164.64 again. So we're going to have to wait for a decent pullback on all of these. They're all overbought at the moment and hitting certain supply zones. So just wait for them to come back. Let's have a quick look at the pound. Yeah, so look at that. That is beautiful. And the reason it's beautiful is because we don't trade it. We know when to trade. We know when not to trade. You don't want to be buying into this now. It doesn't matter if it flies to the moon. You don't want to be getting in. There's no decent risk to reward. Bitcoin, hope you're in it. Hope you're in it. Beautiful trade here from last week, over 8,000 points or dollars. Euro, pound hit target this morning. Congratulations, you have been very, very patient. Look at that. When was that? That was 2nd of May. So 11 days, 10 days. Well, that's okay. Hold it for 10 days. That's fine. There's no extra effort in holding a position. Nice position, but that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the price to come into to supply in a downtrend, red background, and again, price cycle is magic. Quick look on gold. Everything's going red, so just wait for everything to go red, and then you'll be into a nice trade down to 32, even 32.14 would be all right, wouldn't it? Have a wonderful day, and you've got to be patient in these markets, because we've got to see whether the dollar actually is going to continue strong, probably will. The yen futures is going to continue down and give us further upside momentum in the yen pairs, maybe. So wait for all the pullbacks to come in. They will come in. Have faith and have patience and discipline.